Hey everybody, it's Clip here, also known as Archangels at Keel, and I want to teach you all about where we come from, why are we here, what's your purpose, and just really about the game of life. Now, why do I call it a game? Because that's exactly what it is. I'm known in this world, or people would know me as Archangels at Keel, but what is an angel? An angel is divinity. What is divinity? Divinity is God. What is God? God is a creator, or well, God is energy, all energy, but it is creation. So we are the source of all creation, and we come from our higher, our collective consciousness, which we call source. That is where your soul originated from, and that is where you are from. Now, we are here in this life. We've all incarnated into this life because it is a game we created. We consented. We all made it. So all of the souls that are here had a contribution to this world and to this universe, and we all did something. And because we all did something, we did it and we were all in agreement. And we did it so that we can come in and all experience. So we are all literally God having the experience of a man. And we created this world and this universe to just look at beauty and learn lessons and so on. Now, if all of this is like, she's not really explaining this very well, I do recommend, because that's more of the basics. So I want you to go over to the Quartz Crystal YouTube channel, which is in my suggested channels, I believe that's what it's called. And have a look at all of that wonderful lady's videos, because she explains it on a much more basic level. And because you are here, I'm going to assume that you are not at such a basic level, or just waking up, but hopefully have woken up a little bit and now you're just trying to find your feet and crawl. Okay, so why are we here? Well, like I mentioned, life is a game. If that offends you, if that makes you feel like, oh, how can you not take life so seriously? Because it's a game. It is the truth, whether you want to believe it or not. The sooner you believe it, the sooner you can actually start playing the game. And it is a very important game because you are here with two purposes in mind. The first purpose of the game is you have a personal purpose. Now, your personal purpose is, and again, you're using this world to experience so that you can work on this purpose. So a lot of the times with our souls, when we are born as new souls, we are like babies, where ourselves, the way we were created, we had already pre-downloaded information in us. So when we were born, we actually knew who we were, what we are, what we're actually a part of. However, just like a baby that's just come out of the womb, which has all of their DNA, their cells, and everything's put in the right order, they still need to learn and they still need to experience so that they can truly understand who they are and what their heart is, or what's in their heart. And that's why we are all here, is because we are still experiencing. Now, for other angels such as myself, the other archangels, we are called Father's helper or God's helper, or helpers or management, I guess you can say, because we're all the super old souls. We're trillions of years old, and just as when you have school, you have your professors and you have your counselors and so forth, that's who we are to the world. We are the ones that are hopefully trying to keep all the younger souls on track so that they can learn and they can experience and find their personal purpose. Now, what is your personal purpose? Now, your personal purpose is what you need to do inside yourself in order to be successful. So for some people, if they are, I'm just going to throw some bits out there. So let's say if somebody is a sex addict, their personal purpose may be to learn how to resist those urges so that they can control their emotions and their physical based urges so that they can then go and live life and grow. Because, you know, if you're a sex addict, you get yourselves into some really bad positions. And a lot of new souls that are only in their second incarnation have a lot of problems with sex and controlling the base urges of the body, just the physical body. You have other individuals that may have like some self-acceptance. They find it really hard to accept themselves the way they are. These are the kind of people who are really susceptible to social media, to the media, to programming. You know, when somebody says, "Hey, you're not smart," they're like, "Okay, I believe you." Those kind of things. So your purpose to yourself, or the reason why you incarnated, was so that you can find acceptance. I'm very open. My deal was trust. I needed to learn how to trust myself. Oh, that was a really hard one. And it was because in my third incarnation, I came in as, I was actually Nicholas Copernicus. And I did not trust myself. Or this is what it was triggered as, because I thought, so Nicholas Copernicus, if you don't know, was one of the first individuals to put out there semi-publicly, because again, really, really heavy in the religious areas. Like these were like dark ages, right? Not dark, but yeah. And the church was in a lot of control. So anybody coming out and saying, "Hey, the sun doesn't revolve around the earth actually revolves around the sun," was normally quartered and hanged and persecuted. And we all know what happened to Galileo after that. But anyway, so from that point, I told myself over and over and over again, as I was Nicholas Copernicus, well, because everybody told me I was wrong. So what I did was I said, "Hey, you know what? If I'm going to, before you can prove me wrong, I'm going to prove myself wrong. And if I can't find proof that I'm wrong, then it's got to be right." So, but what I did was I spent all of my life trying to prove myself wrong, and I never could prove myself wrong because I was right the whole time, right? So from that lifetime, I developed some very serious trust issues. And I carry that throughout all of I'm in my 8th incarnation now, so the last 5 or 6, including that one, incarnations. So that was my personal purpose as to what I needed to work on. So that is what you are here. That is that is one of the reasons why you're here, to fulfill your personal purpose. The second reason is to fulfill your purpose to society or the world. I'll call it society. Now, your purpose to society is what you are called to do. So it is not what you are good at, although you do tend to be good at your purpose, but it is not always like what you're good at. I'm actually pretty good at music. Like, I play the flute and the saxophone. I dabble in a little singing every now and then, but I don't want to be a singer. You know, art. I'm great at art. I used to paint people's portraits and everything. I don't want to be an artist. I am a teacher. That is my purpose. I do not find fulfillment, and that is what you need. So to find fulfillment, you need to be able to complete your purpose to society. And also, to complete your purpose to society, you need to sort out your personal purpose as well. Once you complete your personal purpose, you can then recognize what your purpose to society is, and through that, you will find fulfillment in your life. So again, my whole purpose was to come here and teach everybody how to wake up. And I'm more than happy to do it. And you feel good when you do your purpose. So for example, Lip, or Archangel Red Zeal, my hubby's purpose. His purpose is to educate on the physical, on how to care for your body. And he's going to have a lot of videos that are going to come up on that as well. So that's literally why we are here, why we have incarnated into this game. Now, everybody's purpose it can be so small, but yet it is very, very significant. So do not discount this. All right. So if your purpose is to get over your trust issues, like me, which I did, which is now you go like, why did I ever have these issues in the first place? So once you get over your personal purpose, everything else falls into place a lot easier. And once you recognize what your purpose to society is, you can start to fulfill it. Now, when you do start to fulfill your purpose to society, that doesn't have to be what you're good at. It could just be something that you are called to do. Some people, like for example me, I'm called to teach, so I will teach. Whether you want me to or not, if I'm in a conversation with somebody, I will eventually start teaching them something because I can't help myself. Raziel, when he is with somebody, he can't help educate them on how to care for their body. I know there's a lot of people out there. Some of them, they bake beautiful things, or they cook, and their purpose is to nourish the body and to nourish people or bring people happiness through their skills. Some people's purpose is to create absolutely stunning music and stunning art because it feeds your soul. It feeds the souls of society. And when our souls are fed, when our hearts are fed what they need, we are able to reach our potential. It is only because we are currently raised in societies that say, hey, mommy, daddy, I love animals. I want to be a veterinarian. No, Timmy, you can't be a veterinarian. I want you to be a lawyer. You need to earn 7 figures a year. You can't be just a lowly vet. Be a real doctor if you can, which is absolutely ridiculous because we need vets. It's like, why wouldn't you let the kid do that? Or we're told through society what we should do because having a husband or a wife, 2.5 kids and a dog is what is deemed as success. But really success is when you found your purpose and you're following through at it, regardless of what that purpose is. So if you like doing something, or if you feel that you can't help but do this one thing, or like there's plenty of people that they don't know what's happening, but people always seem to come to them for advice and to help, and they're just like, I don't know, like I don't even think I'm doing anything great, but people love coming. Then you are supposed to counsel and guide people because your energy is resonating, your frequency is resonating on that level. So that's what you will attract. And once you start doing that, bang, you've sorted out one of the first steps in waking up. So that is what lesson 1 is your personal purpose and your purpose to society or the world. When you find these things out, you will answer that age-old question, what am I here for? And then you can go on and be really happy. All right, so that is lesson 1.